back with another Arizona Cardinals franchise video. In today's episode, we are 11-3 here to face the 4-10 New York Giants here. They have the 29th ranked offense in the league. Their passing defense is what's good, but their rushing defense is what's bad. But our passing offense is what's bad, and our rushing offense is what's good. So we should stomp them theoretically, but not always going to happen like that. The Cowboys are currently 12-2 with the 1 seed. Wouldn't happen in real life, but of course it's going to happen in Madden. We are 11-3. We would love for them to get a loss, and they will be playing us in Week 18. We're going to love to see that. And if you missed the last two episodes, blew out the Vikings. It was kind of tight until the late fourth quarter. Then we just got a pick six, and it kind of ended it. And then we got Buda Baker with 2 interceptions and a touchdown last week. Great game from him. And then also Trey Benson had 4 touchdowns as well. So if you didn't already watch that, go watch it. The team's looking pretty good so far. If we're going to look at it real quick here, there's no injuries on the offense. Actually, I lied. There's one. It's Brandon Scherf for now. I didn't know he was actually injured. I think he got injured last game. Dislocated knee. He's going to be out for the next 3 weeks, so we won't get him back until the playoffs, which kind of sucks, but John Gaines really isn't that bad of a backup. But then Brandon Porter here, of course, is the starter. Darius Robinson is back from injury. Honestly, I really didn't mind him being gone. He really wasn't that crazy. Then Anthony Ship, we will get back in the next week from a torn labrum. I feel like that would take a lot longer to heal than just that. But yeah, overall, the team looks pretty good. Honestly, losing Anthony Ship or Darius Robinson isn't that big of a deal to me. Losing Brandon Porter would be pretty big. He's been making big plays as a rookie. But let's look into the roster for the Giants before we play them. For the Giants, they have Nate Watson with a triple neck as their QB. 228 pounds at 6'4" does not look like that, but EA thinks differently apparently. Wearing number 18 as a QB is disgusting. Yes, I'm looking at you, Caleb Williams. 97 throw power is crazy. 90 play action. 74 speed, but 90 play action seems a bit weird. They got Devin Singletary here, and then Devontae Whitmore. You got a fullback, Malik Neighbors, Devin Duvernay, Darius Slayton, Theo Johnson, Andrew Thomas. Overall, their offensive line, not bad, honestly, compared to real life. Clyde Long, superstar right guard, then Caleb McGarry. And then you got Felix at the edge rusher position with Grady Jarrett as a rush defensive tackle with Dexter Lawrence. And then they got Farrow here, Deontay Farrow. And then Kayvon Thibodeau coming off the edge, Bobby Okereke, Brian Burns, Deontay Banks, Andrew Phillips, Adoree Jackson, Kevin Byard, and Tyler Nubin. Honestly, just kind of a mid-team. Nothing really crazy. They're 4-10, but obviously that doesn't translate to Madden. You never really know. I mean, obviously, Madden Simulation did something with it, but whenever you jump in to play them, they could just start playing like 2008 Tom Brady with Randy Moss. But we'll see how it goes here against the New York Giants to see if we can beat them. Again, I'm trying to push out as many of these videos as I can, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. Make sure you like and or subscribe, and let's just move into it. 1st and 10, sending a blitz here on the QB. He's under pressure, and we're all over that. And the very first play of the game is going to be Kenny Sears' user sack here on Watson. Rough start for the Giants. 2nd down and 21. They're seriously going to be running the ball here with Devin Singletary. I pass committed the team, but he doesn't get too far. 7 yards, 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13, pass committing the team here. Got Theo Johnson over the middle. It will be a screen play. He's getting some good blocks. I'm all over that there with Tyson Campbell. 4th and 7, they will punt. It will be a 3 and out for the Giants opening drive. 1st and 10 here. We got play action for Trey Benson. Akeem Whitlock is going to be open over the middle. Akeem Whitlock up the field, the 2nd string tight end, and the 3rd round pick gets us 29 yards in a 1st and 10. 2nd and 10, let's get this ball rolling here with Trey Benson. Amazing blocks up the field. I juked into that tackle. That was my fault. 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches. They have 3 superstar defensive linemen, but we still get an absolute airport lane here with Trey Benson. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. What are we going to have here? That should be over the top, and it's not going to be. I guess I just didn't read it properly. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, we got a halfback toss here to the outside. Let's see if we can get some blocks. We do not get those blocks. Trey Benson leaves it to a 3rd and 9. 3rd down and 9. What are we going to have? Rondale Moore can't get off his guy. Will I have to make it happen myself? And I will. Kyler Murray drives in himself, and we're going to start out 7-0 against the Giants at home. 1st and 10 for the Giants here. They're going to start off with a counter here to the outside. Devin Singletary is going to be wrapped up for a tackle for a loss by the rookie, Richard Meredith. 2nd down and 11 here, trying to go over the middle. That's another user lurk. Kenny Sears once again. Dude, I've had like 5 or 6 user lurks in the past 3 weeks. This is crazy. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. What a first quarter start. 1st and 10 and giving the ball right back to Benson. Benson getting some good blocks up the field. 2nd and 3. Benson coming off an amazing week. 25 rushes, 170 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, and also a receiving touchdown. I think he had over 200 total purpose yards. 2nd and 3 here. We got play action. Good time to dial it up. We're going to have Marvin Harrison easy on the sideline. It could be a touchdown, but he was too close there, so I just did a possession catch. 1st and goal. They're coming out only in a 3-man defensive lineman set, so I switched it to a run. He doesn't get as far as I thought he would. 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Going to be looking for Jaden Reese. I could have another scramble touchdown, or I could just dump it to Trey McBride, who's going to give us another touchdown here. 14-0 start. Trey McBride, his first receiving touchdown in a long time. 1st and 10 here. What are we going to have? It's going to be Devin Singletary on the outside. I got caught on my guy. Thankfully, Richard Meredith saves a bigger play than it could have been. 2nd and 1. Injury timeout for number 12. I don't know who that is. 2nd down and 12. I'm off sides here. What are they going to have, though? It's going to be a freebie to Theo Johnson. They're probably going to decline my penalty. 1st and 10 for the Giants. 1st and 10 here. What are we going to have? It's going to be a Devin Singletary run. Kenny Sears is all over it. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Pass committing the team here. He's immediately going to throw down to Theo Johnson. Great cut tackle there from Donald Roberts. 3rd and 4. 3rd down and 4. Pass committing the team here. What are we going to have? Probably a check down. No, it's going to be Dexter Weldon. Burnt in coverage there by Malik Neighbors. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Giants. They will be throwing the ball here across the middle. Once again, Dexter Weldon is beat. 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. What are we going to have? Probably over the middle. Another slant once again, and that's another 1st and goal. They're cooking us with these slants. And that will be the end of the first quarter. The Cardinals 14, the Giants nothing. 1st and goal here. It's going to be a pitch to the outside. We're tracking him down. Zaven Collins with the speed. Nice tackle for a loss there, I think. 2nd and goal. And we got a 2nd down and goal. I'm on the wrong guy, trying to cover everything here. What do we have? He's going to throw it away to the back of the end zone. Good defense. 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal. What are we going to have? Probably to one of the checkdowns. He has so many available. He has way too much time. Somebody do something. Finally, Chase Young there with the coverage sack. 4th and goal. That took way too long. Way too long. They had way too many options. Watson just couldn't find one. They're just going to settle for 3. Jake Moody is going to put it up on the way and right down the middle. 3-14. 1st and 10. We got play action once again. It's been working pretty well for us so far. I'm going to keep going back to it. Marvin Harrison with a big pickup as we are already down to our opponent's 26-yard line. Huge play. Kyler Murray, 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns on the year for passing-wise, of course. 1st and 10. What are we going to have here? I'm going to go to Trey McBride as the DB has eyes in the back of his head. And, of course, Trey McBride drops the ball. 2nd and 10. We got play action here. What are we going to have? Marvin Harrison again. Dude, he's cooking on these crossing routes. Marvin Harrison with the power drives in, and we're going to keep driving up that score. 21-3 against the Giants. Everyone's getting their turn. Kyler Murray rushing touchdown. And then we had Marvin Harrison receiving touchdown and a Trey McBride touchdown. Kyler Murray, 3 total touchdowns on the day. And I accidentally called a timeout. I always hate that with the PlayStation controllers. Why is the timeout button the biggest button on the controller? 1st and 10 here. They will be running the ball. This is the biggest running team I've seen. Tackle for a loss here with my user Cody Barton, but I've never seen the AI run this much, especially whenever they're down by 3 scores. 2nd down and 11. What are we going to have? Probably over the middle if I had to assume. He has way too much time again. You could have jumped that route, Jaden Blackburn. 3rd and 5. 3rd down and 5. What are we going to have? A slant across the middle? Probably. He has too many options there. Thankfully, Zaven Collins gets in there to force the incompletion and the pressure. 4th and 5. 3 and out for the Giants again. Let's just run the ball, keep this clock moving for the team. Gary Rivers, great block. Good juke from Trey Benson. Drags it down. 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 2. Right back to Trey Benson here. Great block from Jaden Reese. Allows us to get an easy 1st down with Trey Benson. 1st and 10. I swear. My receivers want to block more whenever I have Trey Benson instead of Jerome Ford. It's a huge difference. 1st and 10, I formation once again. I don't know where Gary Rivers is going. He does that a lot of the time. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, right back to Benson once again. Dexter Weldon almost insta-sheds there. 3rd and 7. I might have just said Dexter Weldon. It's Dexter Lawrence, my bad. But either way, we got a 3rd and 7 play action here. I don't even know why I felt the need to do the play action. Akeem Whitlock is kind of there. I'll just take it myself. I did not realize that was Dexter Lawrence on me. Oh my gosh, I thought that was someone else. 4th and 3. No reason to be greedy. I'll just take my 3. And the kick is up on the way, and it is right down the middle by Jake Bates. 24-3, 3 minutes left in the half. 1st and 10 here. The Giants will be passing the ball this time to the outside. Horrible throw. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Pass committing the team here. The tight end's covered. Got to get the running back to the outside once again. Is going to be coverage blown there. Darius Slayton, 3rd and 2. 3rd down and 2. What's it going to be? It's going to be a play action that I bid on. He has too much time, and once again, who is on the outside there? 1st and 10. Too much time on that play action. 1st and 10 here. What do we have? To the outside is going to be Devin Singletary. Nice tackle for a loss. 5-yard loss. by Kenny Sears there. He's been balling today. 2nd and 15, empty backfield, pass committing the team. I don't have the speed to keep up with Jalen Hyatt. I don't even know why they set Kenny Sears on him. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, pass committing the team here. What are we going to have? It's going to be a bench play. Take out his legs. He's going to step out of bounds. 2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5. What are we going to have here? Probably, no, not over the middle. Once again, way too much time. Way too much time. Somebody needs to be getting in there. How is that not a tackle? Cody Barton finishes it off. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, sending a blitz because obviously we can't generate enough pressure. There's the pressure. Finally, it's going to be the corner blitz there with Jaden Blackburn. 4th and 11. They will just take their field goal. They can run down the clock if they want to. I don't care. And the kick is up. On the way, it is good. 6-24 as the clock hits 0, and we will go to halftime. Okay, so this game so far has been a total joke. The Giants' offense seems like almost no threat other than the fact that their offensive line is blocking really well, or my defensive line just can't get in pressure. I'm going to start running chew clock. I just don't see how they're a threat. Our offense has been driving. Their offense sucks. I just low-key want to end the game already. 1st and 10 here for Trey Benson. What do we got? Amazing blocks up the field for Trey Benson again. Number 71 actually blocking. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, back to Trey Benson again, trying to find a lane, and he does, and he keeps driving for the 1st and 10. 1st and 10, they're stacking the box, so we're switching it up with the play action. They got the zone coverage, which isn't very good for this. I didn't know he had the speed like that. 2nd and 25, huge sack for number 0, Brian Burns. I did not mean to do all that. 2nd and 25, yes, I'm running the ball, trying to find a lane. Can't really get anything. I guess I took too much time with that. 3rd and 22. 3rd down and 22. What are we going to have? Maybe circle could get open. Jaden Reese go up and get it. And why is that? Dude, that was just completely overthrown. It said it was a good accuracy pass, not even remotely near him. 4th and 22. I'm going to punt. 1st and 10 here, sending a blitz for Watson. Watson's trying to step up in the pocket. He can't do it. What was that, dude? I was trying to switch on and do something. I thought he just hurdled me for a second. Big 1st and 10 for Darius Slayton. Probably just going to start spamming blitzes here nonstop because we can't generate pressure without it. They seem to be working pretty well, and I feel like the game is already too little too late for them, so I'm just going to move to the outside here, and there we go. We got Budda Baker with the tackle for a loss on Devin Singletary. 2nd and 11 here. What are we going to have? Devin Singletary met in the backfield, fumbles the ball, big hit, tackle for a loss. Who was that fumbled the ball? Huge play. Not really huge in the game sense, but it was nice to have. The fumble, yeah, Jaden Blackburn get there first, and then Zaven Collins come in. And then I think Jaden Blackburn, who ripped it out? Who did he come out? No, was his knee down? His knee might have been down, but it looks like they kicked the ball out. That might be reviewed, but I actually know it's not. That's wild. 1st and 10 here for Trey Benson. What do we have? 71 isn't blocking. Typical. 2nd and 8 going right back to Trey Benson here and trying to find a lane, and he does. Trey Benson drives up. 1st and 10. That was a nice broken play that was recovered. Of course, Trey Benson is the one to recover it. 1st and 10. Trey Benson once again. Dexter Weldon insta-sheds there. Number 78, John Gaines. The 2nd string allows that. Dexter Weldon is in the zone now, but Trey Benson is one big carry away from being in the zone as well. Please block upfield, team. 3rd and 8. 3rd down and 8. What are we going to have? Marvin Harrison is open underneath. Cut upfield. Marvin Harrison with the 1st and 10 and more. 1st and 10. Marvin Harrison. He's having a great game. I believe he has over 100 yards now. 1st and 10. What are we going to have? That should be a Trey Benson touchdown over the top. Trey Benson possession catch, not even remotely near the receiver. Again, I don't know if it's a player bump or I don't know if Kyler Murray's just not throwing the ball correctly. 2nd and 10, going back to Trey Benson. Get the clock moving again. Trey Benson, 3rd and 8. 3rd down and 8. What could we have here? Trey Benson over the middle? No, that's not even remotely near Trey Benson once again. This is just, it's so frustrating, dude. It's so frustrating. Look at Trey Benson, and then look at this. Is that ball anywhere in front of Trey Benson here? So it's in front of him. Is that within his reaching distance? Why would you throw it that far in front of him where he can't reach out and grab that unless it's going to be a diving grab? Why would you place the ball there? It's literally a 5-yard pass. 1st and 10 here, pass committing the team. What are we going to have? Probably over the middle. They're going to take the underneath. Great open field tackle from Jaden Blackburn and a tackle for a loss. 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13, sending a blitz here to the outside. Good coverage, Tyson Campbell. 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13, empty backfield here. What are we going to have? Probably over the middle. Once again, too much time. Step up, Dexter Weldon. Perfect timing. User pick. Dexter Weldon taking it back the other way. Nice chip block from Jaden Blackburn as we are down to our opponent's 36. First and 10, pressed up on Jaden Reese. He has him beat. Over the top, Jaden Reese, bomb touchdown. I just wanted to take it for the freebie, piling on the score, 31-6, our very first play on our new offensive drive. First and 10, sending a blitz here on Watson. He's pressured, immediately throws the dump. That was my guy. It's honestly my fault. And how is that not a tackle from Tyson Campbell? First and 10, big gain. And that will be the end of the third quarter. The Cardinals 31, the Giants 6. First and 10, sending a blitz once again. Who's going to get there? Nobody's going to get there. Quick throw to the slant to Malik Neighbors. Dexter Weldon in coverage. 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1, spamming the blitz again. He's pressured, trying to move, and wow, great catch by Jalen Hyatt as he holds on. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here. What are we going to have? It's going to be a screen. I'm all over this. Oh, it could have been a pick if he threw an accurate pass, dude. 2nd and 10. Kenny Sears is in the zone now, so I'm going to stop using him. Pass commit the team here. 2nd down and 10. What are we going to have? Up the field. Please get that Jaden Blackburn, and he just beats him in coverage. I tried to switch on, step up in front. He threw it over the back shoulder. Perfect pass from Watson there. Darius Slayton as the Giants get their first touchdown on the day. Now, I can't even lie to you guys. I don't want to be boring, and I know you guys, some of you wait all day for this, but it's like, do you want to just watch me run the ball? Like, literally all my coach suggestions are just run the ball. The game's over. I'm going to run shoe clock. They're, 4 scores down right now? It would be 20, 27. They're 3 scores down. There's no point to playing the rest of this game. I don't want to be that guy. This is the second time I'm having to do this. It's so far gone. They're going to punt, sure, get a touchdown. Doesn't matter. We're driving down. It's another freebie touchdown. 38-20 is your final simulated score there. There's just no point to playing. I would have just spam run it with Trey Benson. You'll slowly just grind out the clock. Sure, the Giants get a garbage time touchdown. Doesn't really matter. Looks like Watson got it as he threw 2 picks, 2 interceptions. I threw just 1 stupid interception. It wasn't even stupid by me. It was stupid by the AI that he just threw it that far. But not a bad day from Kyler. He also had a rushing touchdown. Benson, 4.3 per carry, 104 rushing yards. Probably the AI brought down his average, but still a great game. Marvin Harrison, 4 receptions, 99 yards and a touchdown. Trey McBride, a touchdown. Jaden Reese, 1 bomb touchdown for 1 reception. And then Kenny Sears, he's so good, dude. This guy is so good. I would say he is definitely the best player on our defense. Chase Young is up there, too, with all the sacks he gets, along with Zaven Collins. But Kenny Sears is a baller. 10 total tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, 1 with Jaden Blackburn as well. And then also 1 with Chase Young and Kenny Sears. Interceptions, 1 for Dexter Weldon, and a user pick with Kenny Sears. Also a perfect timing user pick with Dexter Weldon, not to mention. But anyways, great game from the team. Even though I threw 1 stupid pick, still 4 total touchdown game from Kyler Murray. So probably going to be the thumbnail. And we have an upgrade here for Dexter Weldon. He was low-key getting burnt the entire time. I'm going to keep going into zone because that's what I mainly run here, as he's going to get +2 awareness, play rec, tackle, and +1 zone coverage. Then we got Mac Wilson here. I don't really care. He can just keep going into field general. So he's going to get upgraded, get block shedding, man coverage, play rec, pursuit, and zone coverage. And that is another win in the books. Let's see how the Cowboys do in the next week. Hopefully they lose their game, make it a little bit easier for us, as of course we do have weekly awards here. Who is that going to be? It's going to be Kenny Sears, 10 tackles, 1 sack, and a user pick. Of course, I got to mention that it's a user pick, but great game from him. Still going to make Kyler the thumbnail. 1 bad interception, but that was kind of about it, as the Cowboys win their game. They're 13-2 now, here to face the Niners, who are just bad. Their defense is bad. Their offense is below mid. And they're 7-8. How are you a 91 overall team and you're 7-8? Like, this is the stuff that I get in Madden simulation. 91 overall team, really good team. They're just awful in simulation. They never run the ball with McCaffrey for some reason. I don't know why. They just never do it. But we got some upgrade players here, starting off with Donald Roberts. Nice stuff. Just keep pumping him into zone coverage, of course, because that's what a safety always plays. And then a +2 awareness, +1 zone coverage. And we got Akeem Whitlock. He had a reception in the previous week, well, in today's episode. But Akeem Whitlock, he goes up to an 80 overall, ball carrier, vision, catching traffic. I'm not going to read all that. What's his current rating like? Where is his overview? Star development. Okay, so that got revealed. That's nice. Brandon Porter. Did his development trait get revealed yet? Superstar development. Oh my gosh, that's great. You love to see it. Don't want unfakeable on him, but it's the only thing I can have right now, and my dogs obviously are excited about it. But run stopper is what I'm going to keep going into. Brandon Porter with an upgrade, block shedding, finesse, hit power, and tackle. I love that he's a superstar development. He's so good. He's so good. Michael Wilson, honestly, and all these other extras, I just don't really care about, so I'm just going to auto upgrade them. But anyways, in the next week, we have to beat the Niners and the Cowboys to win out to get our first seed. Would love to see that. It's so convenient that we play the Cowboys so we can actually determine determine our outcome. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching. Let me know if you have any ideas down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.